no qualifiers until March. This will actually become a qualifying date under the new calendar from 2014, when there'll be a maximum of 18 internationals in any two-year cycle. But and in the friendly against Italy in Bern in August, it helped Roy Hodgson blood. Tom Cleverley, Michael Carrick returned to the fold there, Leighton Baines. They are useful exercises.
They can be. They can be if they're respected properly. I think when you make too many changes, then all of a sudden it can become a bit disjointed and the game stop, start, you're not quite getting enough out of it. But I think Roy Hodgson's done the right thing here. Keep this England team the same, got themselves back into a game, try and regain control of it, and then make some more changes.
Is the only substitute. Safari, the new left back, in towards Ranegi. It's a straight swap at left back for Sweden. Number 17, Behrang Safari, coming on in place of Martin Olsson. Safari's actually been a regular left back since the Euros. Plays with Anderlecht in the Champions League.
A strange atmosphere in here, Clive, hasn't it? I thought, as we were preparing for the game, I looked around and it was absolutely packed to the rafters, and I thought it'd be jumping. It's a very conservative sort of atmosphere.
Swedish people are wonderfully polite. Young. Welbeck trying to burst clear. He's got Sterling waiting at the far post. Waiting for reinforcements. Ashley Young. Danny Welbeck. Steven Gerrard. Space for Leighton Baines now to pick across. In towards Welbeck. It's Leon Osman stretching at the far post. I think Welbeck had the chance.
Good play. Good football from England. They kept it well, didn't they? I thought Danny Welbeck might have crossed earlier for Sterling, but he came back out. Some patient football. Eventually coming to Leighton Baines. Good delivery. Dangerous ball towards the near post. Any sort of flick there, goalkeeper is in massive trouble.
Sterling was fouled. He's enjoyed his night more and more as it's gone on. Raheem Sterling.
You know, he's done very well this season, Clive. Whenever I've watched him, it's not easy for Raheem Sterling being pitched into the Liverpool team where they are at this moment in time. I think he's done himself proud playing for his club, and I think he's done okay again here tonight. Whenever he's picked it up, he's used the ball intelligently.
Gerrard has found Osman. It's a smart save by Isaacson at his near post.
Well, there's some good areas there, hasn't he, Leon Osman, a few times now. It's a ball from Gerrard, good touch, and instead of cutting it back this time, he's just firing that straight towards the near post. It's a good hit as well. Goalkeeper has to be on his guard and gets down and smothers it.
Young. Hit away by Ranegi. Baines. Sterling. Here's Gerrard. It's well struck. Isaacson pins it away.
Plenty of swerve on that. Keeper could have maybe took it with his hands, but decides to just beat that away.
Shellstrom. Kacaniklic. Safari. Kacaniklic rolled back to L. Here's Ibrahimovic. Shellstrom. And away from Cahill. Hart came to claim it. Corker away. Hit by Larson. Never quite got over it. Joe Hart feels he was fouled.
Well, let's see. Certainly Ranegi, you know, is a big lad. Ball's hanging over the goalkeeper. It's not the best of headers there, certainly from Cahill. And I don't think Ranegi does anything wrong. I think he's fully entitled to go for that. He does. And Joe Hart doesn't really get enough on it. Shot in the end from Seb Larsson. He's struggling to keep it down, no problem.
Ashley Young is giving way. Daniel Sturridge will come on in his place. Here's a moment that England have been waiting for 18 months or so. They're return to international action of Jack Wilshere in place of Tom Cleverley. Ibrahimovic has got on the David side of Corker. It was a rather extravagant finish. Didn't need me to tell him he couldn't take the touch.
Could have took 2 or 3, Clive. Corker actually makes the header, and then Ibrahimovic just stays behind him. All of a sudden, a simple pass over the top from Seb Larsson. He's in. He could have took 2 or 3 or 4 touches and pulled Joe Hart out, maybe skipped past him and rolled it in. It's perfect for England with a lead. Every time the game is broken up now, they can just take their time, restart, gather themselves and go again.
Wilshere to Johnson. Now to Sterling. Now Glenn Johnson, who is onside here. Come back towards Osman, was sticked in just about enough. Steven Gerrard! Far away.
That is a tempting one to hit first time. Again, you could argue whether Steven Gerrard takes a touch. I think any midfield player coming onto something like this is always going to be tempted to hit that one first time on the full, on the volley. Doesn't quite get it, does it? It's a little bit cramped, really, there, trying to get over the top of that.
The first caps for numbers 12 and 16. Ryan Shawcross, Carl Jenkinson. And Steven Gerrard has given the captain's armband to Joe Hart, I think. And it's a return to international football after 2.5 years off the England scene for Tom Huddleston of Tottenham Hotspur.
Congratulations to Steven Gerrard. It's a great achievement, 100 caps.
Svensson. Oh, here's Ibrahimovic! Drilled through Joe Hart with unstoppable power by Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He scored for the 2nd time tonight. A sweetener on terms.
Absolutely out of nothing. Whether or not England, because they've made changes, have just drifted and just slept a little bit, I'm not so sure. Let's credit the finish, the movement from Ibrahimovic. He just pushes Cahill away, then he just short-cross away and just spins off of him. It's a stunning volley. That is a brilliant spot from Svensson. The control is worthy of one of the top strikers in the world, and the finish was magnificent. Ryan Shawcross has only been on for about 30 seconds. Welcome to international football.
Welbeck's onside. Osman. Neat feet. Yard either side of it would have been interesting.
Half a dozen times Leon Osman's got into some really clever little positions, as you would expect from him. Takes good care of the ball, doesn't he, when it's given to him in tight areas, tight spaces.
Hit the roof?
Yeah, it has, yes, hit the screens.
Oh no, it's hit the strings of the camera, which follows from the suspended from the roof. Well, amateur referees, what do we do now? I guess a bounce ball. Looking through the laws for ball hits camera cable. Rule 432, subsection D, bounce ball. This gone Sweden strike. Osman getting a ticking off. Sweden getting a free kick, and guess who's placed it? Crowd as animated as they've been at any stage during the evening. With the possibility of a Zlatan Ibrahimovic hat-trick. Well hit, it's in! The headline act on opening night is inevitably Zlatan Ibrahimovic. They with too much force. Barrier smile breaks his famous features, but pick this one out.
There's no way that one should be beaten, Joe Hart. That's his side. That can't go in that corner. You know, I don't think that's a particularly special strike either. I've seen him hit him a lot better. Yes, it's bouncing in front of the goalkeeper, but that should be beaten in there, no way.
Guess who's on now? Try to do something about it. Wilfried Zaha, Crystal Palace. What's going to have to deal with that? Hasn't quite done so. Ibrahimovic, surely not.
What a goal!
Stunning goal from Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He's got 4 tonight, and England are beaten.
That's an incredible finish. I said at the start, I've seen flashes and bits from this guy against all of the English teams in the Champions League over the year. But I think in witnessing that, you've just seen something very, very special. That is an incredible goal. Because as soon as Joe Hart does that, I'll tell you what, now he's already thinking, I'm going for this.